to some more WWE 2K25 MyGM. This is season 2, and we are off the heels of season 1, which concluded with WrestleMania and the draft, which started season 2, and we are on the road to Backlash, which is 4 weeks away, and the go home show is 3 weeks away. And we have our matches set up for this week's ECW. And we officially kick off the week of MyGM with SmackDown, actually. And before we get into the stream, into the action, if you will, if you're new to my channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more new content just like this one. And don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so you won't miss out on new content once again, just like this one. And let's get into it. Okay, so we kick off MyGM this week with Friday Night SmackDown. Chase U versus Omos and Jacob fought 2 in tag team action, with a little run-in, a interference from Shawn Spears. And who gets the win in this one? And Omos and Jacob fought 2 wins. Kevin Owens calls out Grayson Waller. And we get a mid-card title match, and it's for Piper Niven's U.S. Women's title as she defends it against the pit bull of American-made Ivy Nile. We're going to simulate that. And the winner is Ivy Nile, the new WWE Undisputed Women's Champion. I thought that Piper Niven actually put her women's title on the line because it was a mid-card matchup, but no, it was actually for Piper's women's title. So yeah, I completely butchered that one. And we get a self-promo from Grayson Waller, or just a promo from Grayson Waller in general. Okay, so we get the women's tag titles. Damage Control's Kairi Sane and Dakota Kai put their titles on the line against Fatal Influence tag team JC Jane and Fallon Henley. And the winner of the match is Fatal Influence are your new women's tag team champions. And Sami Zayn calls out Grayson Waller in a promo segment. And the main event, Tama Tonga faces the legendary Bubba Ray Dudley for the undisputed WWE Championship in the main event. And the winner is
anytime JC Jane gets a title, that's a pop.
Bubba Ray Dudley of the legendary Dudley Boys retains his undisputed WWE Championship, and that concludes this week's SmackDown of season 2 of MyGM. As we fast forward to Monday Night Raw. And our opener is a tag team matchup. And it is for the World Tag Team titles. DIY versus the New Day. And the winner of the opener is the New Day are the brand new tag team champions. And we get a promo from Becky Lynch. Braun Strowman versus Pete Dunne. The Monster of All Monsters versus the Bruiserweight. And Strowman picks up the victory. And we get a promo from Caden Carter. Noam Dar versus Josh Briggs and Andrade in a triple threat tables match. And Noam Dar is the new IC champion. And the main event is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship as Nia Jax puts her title on the line against Caden Carter's partner Katana Chance and the main event. And the winner of the match is Nia Jax as she retains her Women's Intercontinental Championship. And we are midway through the week now. And this is NXT. And we kick off NXT with a triple threat women's opener. Tegan Knox, Hall of Famer, the legendary Molly Holly, and the Queen of Hearts, a veteran and a legend in her own right, Natalya. And the winner of the bout is Molly Holly, who picks up the triple threat victory to kick off NXT this week. Isla Dawn calls out Asuka in an excellent promo based on the promo rating. Razor of the Authors of Pain takes on Montez Ford of the Street Profits in singles action. And the winner is Montez Ford, who picks up the victory. 1.5 stars out of 2. Asuka with a promo in a weak one at that. In the unpredictable and ballsy one, Shotzi takes on Blair Davenport in a mid-card title match, and it's for the NXT North American Women's Championship. And who wins the match along with the gold? And Blair Davenport is your brand new NXT Women's North American Champion. Randy Orton calls out Angel Garza. In the main event is a Iron Man match for the NXT
titles for the shows. It's so odd.
For the NXT North American Champion Lexis King, Angelo Dawkins in a Iron Man match. And the winner of the match is Angelo Dawkins of the Street Profits and is your new North American Championship. And finally, we close out the first week of Season 2 of MyGM with ECW, the Land of Extreme. Trick Williams versus Eddie Thorpe in a Extreme Rules match.
Home of the Extreme.
And the winner is Eddie Thorpe, who picks up the victory against Trick Willie. A promo from Solo Sikoa in a mid-card matchup, a singles matchup if you will, as Braun Breaker, meaner than evil himself, takes on Brutus Creed of American Made. And the winner is Brutus Creed, who picks up the victory over Braun Breaker. We get a promo from Louis Kaiser. Women's action. Tiffany Stratton, the center of the universe, takes on the Princess of Staten Island, Carmella. And who picks up the victory in this one? And it's Carmella who picks up the victory over Tiffany Stratton. And we get a promo from the ECW champion, the Ring General Gunther. And a TLC match as our main event to close out the show. The woman formerly known as Sarah Logan, Valhalla, takes on WWE's resident bird lady, Lyra Valkyria. And who gets the win in this bout? And Lyra Valkyria wins, as she picks up the victory in a TLC match in the main event against Valhalla. And these are like the ratings of this week's ECW, SmackDown, Raw, and NXT, from the opener to the mid card, to the mid card again, to the main event. And these are the show notes for this week's shows. Okay, we are 3 weeks away from Backlash France. Okay, so I got a message from Triple H. Just a quick reminder, your fans want to see great matches. They also want to watch a show with a lot of variety in its fights. To maximize your variety bonus, have at least one tag and one solo match. Book both male and female superstars in your fights. To use superstars representing all five fighting classes across the match card. And these are the matches right here set up for this week's ECW. And we kick off this week with SmackDown, of course, as Duke Hudson of Chase U takes on the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu in this week's SmackDown opener. And the winner is Duke Hudson. A promo from Sean Spears. Fatal Influence. Fallen Henley of Fatal Influence takes on Dakota Kai of Damage Control. Damage controls Dakota Kai. That is in singles action, 1-on-1 and women's action at that. And who gets the victory in this one? And the winner is Dakota Kai, as she picks up the victory over Fallen Henley of Fatal Influence in women's action. Grayson Waller calls out Sami Zayn in a promo. And speaking of Chase U, Andre Chase's tag partner Duke Hudson defeated Jacob Fatu to pick up the victory in the opener earlier, as Andre Chase takes on the Nigerian Giant, the Colossus Omos, in singles action as well. And the winner is the Nigerian Giant himself, Omos. In the main event, one-on-one action, the legendary Bubba Ray Dudley of the legendary Dudleys, as he takes on Tama Tonga. And who gets the win in this bout? And Bubba Ray Dudley picks up the victory in the main event to close out this week's SmackDown. And we kick off this week's Raw with a Extreme Rules triple threat women's opener. The Judgment Day's Raquel Rodriguez, Kaden Carter, and Becky Lynch. And who gets the win in this one? And Becky Lynch wins the Extreme Rules triple threat women's match to kick off Raw this week in MyGM. Katana Chance calls out Nia Jax. Ivar versus Javon Evans in a Iron Man match. And Javon Evans picks up the victory in a promo from Braun Strowman. Some good old-fashioned triple threat action. El Idolo Andrade, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, and Josh Briggs. And the winner of this bout is the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. And Nia Jax calls out Katana Chance this time. And the main event is a Extreme Rules match under tag team rules. The New Day, Kingston and Woods take on Gargano and Ciampa DIY. And the winner of the main event is the New Day, as they pick up the victory against DIY to close out this week's Raw. And we get a triple threat match and is a tables match, and it is for the NXT Women's title as Asuka defends her championship against Isla Dawn and Natalya. And the winner is Natalya is your new NXT Women's Champion. And we get a promo from Kit Wilson of Pretty Deadly as he calls out his rival. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits, take on Los Garza in tag team action. Berto and Angel. And the winner is... well, the winners are Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford as they pick up the victory over Los Garza, as Angelo Dawkins is injured for 4 straight weeks. Flex Mignon calls out Razor calls out Akam of the Authors of Pain. Almost butchered that one. Almost butchered that one, folks. And some mid-card women's action. The legendary Hall of Famer Molly Holly takes on the girl with the shiniest wizard, Tegan Knox. And the winner of this match is Tegan Knox. We get a promo from Randy Orton. And the main event is a Extreme Rules match for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Shotzi, the unpredictable, ballsy one, Shotzi, takes on the new champion, Blair Davenport. And the winner of the match is Blair Davenport, and she retains her newly coveted championship. And finally, we are at the Land of Extreme, ECW. And we kick off this week's extremeness with a tables match as Lyra Valkyria takes on Valhalla. They had a TLC match in last week's main event of ECW, and this week they're gonna open it with a tables match. And the winner is Lyra Valkyria, who gets the victory in this one. In a tag team match, Extreme Rules style, Braun Breaker teams up with Brutus Creed as Breaker and Creed faced off each other in singles action the previous week as they take on Louis Kaiser and Gunther. And the winner of this Extreme Rules tag team match is Imperium. Solo Sikoa versus Trick Willie himself, Trick Williams, in singles action. And who gets the victory in this one? And Solo Sikoa wins. In a promo from Eddie Thorpe. And this should be a show stealer in my book. A triple threat Extreme Rules main event, women's style. Rhea Ripley, the Nightmare, the Center of the Universe, Tiffany Stratton, and the Princess of Staten Island, the fabulous one herself, Carmella. And who gets the win in this week's main event. Extreme Rules under Triple Threat rules. And the winner is Tiffany Stratton. And this right here are just like the ratings for this week's shows, from the opener to the mid-card matches to the main event. And we're gonna take a look. Well, not take a look. We're gonna scroll down through the show notes of each show from this week. Now we are 2 weeks away from Backlash France. Seems like we're getting closer and closer to the PLE. Okay, another message from Triple H. Doing a hit count. Looks like Anderson isn't here this week. He left a note on his locker claiming that he needs time away from management for the next 2 weeks. You may have to adjust your plans. I'm going to select thanks for letting me know. Try to keep an eye on how your superstars are feeling. I'm sure he's just acting out, but try to get ahead of the problem before he does anything worse. Louis Kaiser work well together as a tag team. Noted. Have your most popular available male female fight each other this week. Okay, we have the matches set up this week for ECW, as we're just 2 weeks left from the Backlash PLE. The card looks pretty good for the most part, and we kick off the week with some SmackDown action, actually, and it's for the women's tag team titles. JC Jane Fallon Henley, Fatal Influence take on Kairi Sane and Dakota Kai of Damage Control with the gold on the line. The kickoff SmackDown. And the winners are Fatal Influence, and they retain their tag team titles. Piper Niven calls out Ivy Nile, the Pitbull of American Made. A battle of the Canadians, as Sean Spears, the former Ty Dillinger, the former Perfect 10, if you will, as he takes on fellow Canadian, the prize fighter himself, Kevin Owens, in singles action. And who picks up the victory in this one? And Kevin Owens wins. Sami Zayn calls out Grayson Waller. Chase U versus Omos and Grayson Waller in tag team action. And the winners are Chase U. And they pick up the victory in tag team action over Omos and Waller. Jacob Fatu with a promo. As the Samoan Werewolf would say, all gas and no brakes. And the main event, once again, is Bubba Ray Dudley of the legendary tag team, the Dudleys, as he takes on his rival at this point in Tama Tonga. And the winner is Bubba Ray Dudley once again. And now we are at Raw. And it's for the tag team titles in a tag team match. The kickoff Raw, the challengers DIY, and the New Day, the World Tag Team Champions. And the winners are DIY and are your brand new World Tag Team Champions. Ivar of the Viking Raiders, the War Raiders, if you will, as he calls out Javon Evans. Pete Dunne versus Andrade in a one-on-one matchup. The Bruiserweight versus El Idolo. And the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne wins. A promo from Braun Strowman. And a triple threat matchup, women's style. Kaden Carter, Raquel Rodriguez, and Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch picks up the victory in triple threat action. And it's Javon Evans who calls out Ivar this time around. And the main event is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship in the main event, as Nia Jax, the irresistible force, the Annihilator, defends her coveted championship against Katana Chance. And the winner of the main event is Nia Jax, and she retains her women's IC title. And the opener for this week's NXT is a tables match. Asuka versus Isla Dawn. And the victor is Asuka. Flex Mignon calls out Akam of the Authors of Pain in a promo. In a mid-card title match, well, a title match in general, it is for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Randy Orton and Montez Ford of the Street Profits because Montez's partner, Angelo Dawkins, is injured for 4 weeks, and his new replacement is the Viper Randy Orton, as Ford and his new partner Orton will put their tag team titles on the line against Angel of Los Garza and Elton Prince of Pretty Deadly. And who gets the win in this tag team title match? And Montez Ford of the Street Profits retains his tag team titles with his new partner in Randy Orton. And Akam calls out his rival this time. And we get a fatal 4-way matchup, women's style. Natalia and the newly debuting Jody Garcia versus Molly Holly and Tegan Knox. And who gets the win in this one? And the victor is Natalia. Picks up the victory in this fatal 4-way bout. And we get a promo from the other half of Pretty Deadly, Kid Wilson. In a Extreme Rules match for the NXT Women's North American Championship, Blair Davenport, the current champion, and the challenger, the unpredictable Ballsy Shotzi. In the main event is Blair Davenport, as she retains her NXT Women's North American Championship. And we finally close out once again another week of MyGM with ECW, with this TLC opener, Gunther versus Solo Sikoa. And the winner, the victor, is Gunther. Braun Breaker versus Brutus Creed in one-on-one action. And the winner is Brutus Creed. And we get a promo from Wood Kaiser. Triple threat action. Women's triple threat action, that is Lyra Valkyria, Carmella, and Valhalla. And we get a promo from Trick Willie. Wow, a negative pop. Not good, not good. And we get a main event match, an Extreme Rules main event match between the Nightmare Mommy, the Eradicator herself, Rhea Ripley, as she takes on the center of the universe, Tiffany Stratton. And the winner of this week's match is Rhea Bloody Ripley. And we're going to scroll down through the show notes of each show as before. The final week before Backlash is here. Okay, 3 messages from Triple H. We've just bought a new physical trainer on staff. He's worked with a ton of major sports brands. He's cutting edge stuff. We can loan him to your brand to help him train some of your superstars, to help them recharge and recover most of their stamina. They will have to sit out a show, though you can have him long enough to train Tiffany Stratton and Lyra Valkyria for $30K. I will also be willing to bend the rules and lend him to you to train just one of these two for free. Your call. I'll take him. That I'm gonna go with this option, this answer. That's a solid deal. My superstars are beat. I'll take them long enough to train both Stratton and Valkyria. Okay, a message from Carmella. You don't seem to realize this, Paul, but I can put on better promos than anyone else at ECW. How about you give me a microphone and let me talk to the audience in tonight's show? Sounds good, Carmella. Great, the fans are going to love what I have to say. Look, Paul, I'm tired of the same old moves. I'm going to change my fighting style. You can't tell me how to do my job. Why should I pretend I don't have the physique that I do? I'm a giant. I'm going to fight as one. That wasn't part of my plans, but whatever. Well, yeah, I can also tell that you're fired, and I'm getting a return on your contract. Contract refund, $209K. I'm gonna go with this option. Ensure that promise Carmella a promo appearance this week. Ensure Ashante the Adonis cuts a promo this week. What matches to set up for the final ECW but before Backlash? I'm gonna start with the opener. All the matches are set up, and it looks good for the most part. And let's see how it all plays out. And we kick off the final week before Backlash in MyGM, that is, with Friday Night SmackDown, or SmackDown for short, a tables match to kick off the final SmackDown before Backlash. France, Sean Spears takes on Bubba Ray Dudley in a tables match, as Bubba Ray Dudley of the Dudley Boys is all too familiar with tables. And the winner of the opener is Bubba Ray Dudley, who picks up the victory. Jacob Fatu calls out Andre Chase of Chase U. In some women's action, Kairi Sane of Damage Control takes on JC Jane of Fatal Influence. And the victor is Kairi Sane, the Pirate Princess. And speaking of Damage Control and Fatal Influence, the other half of Damage Control, Dakota Kai, takes on the other half of Fatal Influence, Fallon Henley. And the winner is Fallon Henley of Fatal Influence. An underground matchup. Ivy Nile, the Pitbull of American Made, as she takes on her rival at this point, Piper Niven. And Piper Niven picks up the victory in the underground match against Ivy Nile. And the main event is a Iron Man match. The IC icon, the arrogant and always brash Aussie Grayson Waller, takes on Sami Zayn. In the main event, Iron Man style. Iron Man rules, and Sami Zayn picks up the victory in the main event. And the rivalry between Grayson Waller and Sami Zayn has finally been completed. It is over, done, finished. As we head towards to Raw, the final Raw before Backlash as well. And we kick off Raw this week with a tables match for Nia Jax's IC Women's title. Katana Chance, the challenger. And who gets the victory in this one? And it's Nia Jax, who retains her Women's Intercontinental Championship, thus ending her rival with Katana Chance for good. And we get a promo from Becky Lynch, and an excellent one at that. Braun Strowman versus Noam Dar in singles action. The monster of all monsters versus the Scottish Supernova. And Noam Dar picks up the victory over the much more imposing and taller Braun Strowman. Kaden Carter picks up. I was almost about to say picks up the victory, but she doesn't have a match. But she does have a promo. Kaden Carter with a promo. Zero pop. And some tag team action. The New Day versus DIY. And the winner is DIY. And the rivalry between the New Day and DIY has been completed. Javon Evans versus Ivar in singles action. And Ivar picks up the victory, ending the feud, the rivalry between him and the young OG Javon Evans for good. And we get a false count anywhere match in the main event between the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne and El Idolo Andrade. And the victor is Pete Dunne, as the feud between him and El Idolo Andrade ends for good. And we are midway through the final week before Backlash. And we are at NXT. And we kick off NXT with some good old women's action. Shotzi, the unpredictable ballsy Shotzi, takes on Blair Davenport. And the winner is Blair Davenport picks up the victory over Shotzi, ending the feud between the two women for good, as Shotzi is injured for just 2 weeks. Angel of Los Garza calls out Randy Orton in a promo. After weeks of calling out each other and after weeks of promos between the two, Akam of the Authors of Pain will take on his rival Flex Mignon, M-I-G-N-O-N, Mignon, in one-on-one action. And the winner of this bout is Akam, as he ends his rivalry with Mignon once and for all. Molly Holly with a promo with 3,000 plus points up, and a good promo from Molly Holly as well. In tag team action, Kit Wilson of Pretty Deadly, Lexis King, as they team up to take on Randy Orton, and Montez Ford of the Street Profits. And the winners are Orton and Ford. And we get a promo from Tegan Knox calling out the legendary Hall of Famer and women's champion Molly Holly. Well, a former women's champion at that. And we get some more women's action here on NXT, as Jody Garza, whom is still new to NXT, as he takes on Natalya in a submission match. And the winner is Natalya, as the rivalry between her and Jody Garcia continues to grow by the week. And we get a backstage brawl as the main event for this week's NXT, the final NXT before Backlash, as all the superstars from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and ECW will compete at Backlash France. Isla Dawn versus Asuka, backstage brawl main event. And the rivalry between Asuka and Isla Dawn is complete. It is over, as Asuka defeats Isla Dawn in a backstage brawl to pick up the victory in the main event of this week's NXT. And it's finally here, the final ECW before Backlash, in the go-home show before Backlash France. Braun Breaker versus Brutus Creed in a Extreme Rules match. And the winner is Brutus Creed, Luke Gallows versus the Ring General Gunther, as these two imposing giants, these two super heavyweights will battle it out in hard-hitting action. Luke Gallows wins. We get a promo from Carmella and a excellent one. A pop for Mella too, and 5 levels up, 5 points up. Louis Kaiser versus Eddie Thorpe in singles action, 1-on-1. And the victor is Louis Kaiser, as the feud, the rivalry between Louis Kaiser and Eddie Thorpe has been completed. A good and a very good promo from Ashante the Adonis. 4 points up, and good enough of a pop for Ashante. Trick Williams takes on Solo Sikoa in singles action. And the winner is Solo Sikoa. In our main event, Extreme Rules. A women's Extreme Rules match at that, as Rhea Ripley, the Nightmare Mommy, the Eradicator, whatever nickname you want to call her by, as she takes on Valhalla, the woman formerly known as Sarah Logan, as these two bruisers face each other in a Extreme Rules match in the main event to close out not NXT, to close out ECW this week. Almost butchered my words once again, but we are just gonna go with it. And the winner of this week's Extreme Rules main event is Rhea Bloody Ripley. Okay, poor opening. Your mid-card outperformed the opener of your show, creating a weak start and confusing pacing for fans. Swiping the 2 matches would have created a stronger start for your show. And we're gonna scroll through the show notes for the final week of each show before the Backlash PLE. Backlash is finally here. A message from Braun Breaker. Hey, I feel like I'm the fall guy every week at the moment. Whatever my next match is, I want to win. Okay? Tonga Loa. Look, Paul. I feel like things have been moving in the wrong direction for me. I'm not enjoying enjoying being the guy the crowd boos every week, so I'm changing roles. End of this discussion. That wasn't in my plans, you know. I don't need people who stick to my plans. You're fired. Contract refund. $187K. I'll go went with the first option. That wasn't in my plans, you know. Well, too bad. I've made up my mind. Okay, so is Backlash not Backlash France? And we are in San Diego, California, the home of the 619. Journal in progress. Demand Braun Breaker that he wins his next match. Okay, so we got the mid card and the main event. Okay, so I'm gonna put Braun Breaker in the opener or the mid card of the show. I'm gonna put Braun Breaker in the opener of the Backlash PLE. And the mid card for the Backlash PLE is a regular one-on-one match. Schedule a run-in on one of your champions this week. So I'm gonna have Gunther put the NXT, not NXT, put the ECW champion on the line against Trick Willie himself, Trick Williams. Run-in interference. I am going to have Eddie Thorpe interfere. Okay, so the opener and the mid-card matches are set, and now it's time for the main event. I'm gonna go with either Rhea Ripley or Tiffany Stratton, two of the most popular female super stars on my brand, the ECW brand, which I am the general manager of. So I'm gonna go with Rhea Ripley in this one. So the match card is completed, and it is Backlash France. In the opener, this should be a good one. From SmackDown, Shawn Spears, Johnny Gargano. From Monday Night Raw, one half of DIY with Tommaso Ciampa, Kid Wilson of Pretty Deadly from NXT, and Braun Breaker, the final participant in this fatal four-way opener and it's under false count anywhere rules. If you're enjoying this episode of MyGM so far, make sure to drop a like down below and turn on the notifications bell so you won't miss new content just like this one.
A man who has gone from perfect to flawed. But Spears is all the better for it.
The following is a fatal four-way falls count anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Niagara Falls, Canada, weighing in at 223 pounds, Shawn Spears.
A gifted competitor with a wealth of in-ring knowledge, Shawn Spears is a threat. With or without a chair in his hands.
And now you can see into the eyes of a man possessed.
Well, Spears is ready to drag any opponent down into his own personal darkness. Here comes Johnny Wrestling.
And he's always ready to put on a show for the WWE Universe.
And his opponents, first, representing DIY from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, Johnny Gargano.
Gargano has a never-say-die type of attitude, and that rebel heart is always beating.
But you can't keep him down for long, no matter how hard you try. Johnny Wrestling ready to prove himself yet again.
He was given that nickname for a reason, and he's ready to show us why.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make an extravagant entrance. Just look at this specimen and say with me, yes, boy. And representing Pretty Deadly from London, England, weighing in at 185 pounds, Kit Wilson.
Well, as Kit Wilson exploded onto the NXT UK and NXT tag team scenes, a multiple tag team champion in his own right.
Kit Wilson has already proven he's more than just a pretty face.
Kit Wilson is one half of the most stylish tag team around.
Oh, we already know that Wilson is obsessed with his own reflection and winning.
Well, there's no prettier accessory than championship gold.
This is one intimidating superstar.
I agree with you, Saxton. I pity those who pick a fight with Braun Breaker.
And from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker.
A modern-day genetic freak who hits and moves like no one else.
Braun has so much speed, so much power, he can shift the ring with just a single move.
Breaker moves like a bullet train, a one-man wrecking crew.
Already titles to his name in NXT and on the main roster. No telling what this kid can do. A young man who eats, sleeps, and breathes success.
Think about this. Braun Breaker won the NXT Championship only a few months into his tenure at NXT. And then he goes on to win the Intercontinental title only a few months into his tenure on the main roster.
Well, right now is the time for Braun to do what badasses do best.
Falls count anywhere means the action can go anywhere in this arena tonight. Competing in this one, we have Shawn Spears. Shot. Great quickness.
Let's roll through into the pin.
Great combination. Kicks out.
He isn't going to go away that easy. Fast thinking saved him there.
Oh. Tag with a punch. Snapping the neck.
Oh, toss to ringside.
Snap suplex.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Oh, what a clothesline.
Ooh, bringing this back into the ring.
Picked in the hard way. It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person and make a statement. Oh, a cheap shot right above the eye.
Kick keeps him away.
Ooh, great anticipation.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Oh, a slam that hurt.
Oh, strong impact. Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Ooh, dropped right on their face.
Oh, what a response.
Stiff forearm shot.
Snapmare. And it looks like he's not letting Kit's personality get to him.
Yeah, you can see the intensity growing with Johnny.
Then we have Wilson.
Control a suplex.
It couldn't have felt good being chucked around like that.
Clothesline to the back of the neck. Breaker turns the tables. Jumping knee strike.
Lights out.
On a tilt-a-whirl sidewalk slam.
Oh my God!
And he had Braun's number there. Reversal. And that turns things around.
Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here. Beautiful gator roll.
Great way to disorient your opponent.
Going for the cover. Manages to escape before the 3 count.
He's determined to keep this matchup going.
He could be starting to really struggle in this match.
Yeah, this is where you need to fight harder. Don't let the falls count anywhere stipulation get to your head. That's knocked out. Like being manhandled by a bear.
Not looking good. In this position. Ooh, right to the throat. Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Ooh, man. Showing off their deadlifting prowess and just
Tossing them aside.
Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back. Ooh. Big forearm.
Good Lord, what a shot. Someone's got to get control of this thing.
fought off with an elbow. All the way up. He's got him down. This could be it.
He just broke up the pin in the nick of time. Set him up.
Russian leg sweep. Bam. Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurt someone like that.
Just never had a chance to block any of those.
DDT! Planted. Put in the corner now.
One more time. DDT.
For Vincent.
Wasted no time breaking that up.
Now here's Wilson. Has to find a way out of this.
Shoulder breaker.
That is gonna hurt. And now he's back into the ring. Look at this. This can't be good. Oh, Braun Breaker. Look at the power. Military press
Into the power slam.
That might have put it away. He breaks up the pin attempt. Then we have Wilson.
Frankensteiner. Blow to the abdomen gets them out of that.
What a counter. With the lariat.
Looking for the full Nelson. If they lock their hands, this one's over, but
Prying open the hands. And a shot to the back of the neck.
And Shawn puts into a weakened state now. Deeply hit the shoulders there. This is it. Shoulder up right away.
Shrugging.
No, elbow breaker.
The dive! Soaring out of the ring, looking to do as much damage as possible.
and now he's looking to lock in.
Breaking the hold. He's keeping this match going. He averts the offense. Gargano clearly feeling like he's got the advantage here.
Johnny Gargano's down. Could this be the end? The counter stop is not over yet. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Trying to get the backslide. Backslide for the victory. This could be it.
He kicks out before the count starts.
What is it going to take to put him away?
Oh my gosh, going head on into the stairs.
Boom! Hitting him. Oh, cover. Hoping to end this.
And he saves the matchup. Meanwhile, it's Wilson. Great counter by Wilson.
Oh, just gouging the face.
Into the steel steps. That's got to be a tide turner.
Spears looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
Braun might have brought this to a close.
Now Shawn looking to end it here. Meanwhile, it's Wilson.
Looking for more damage here.
Release back suplex. And now he's going to the top rope.
High risk.
You gotta be kidding me! Trying to do as much damage as is humanly possible.
But at what cost?
Brainbuster! Quickly transition. Shoulders are down. Uh-oh. No, he gets the shoulder up.
Somehow, some way, he is...
Double knee face buster.
That could ground Gargano for good.
And meanwhile, Breaker.
Good golly, driven directly into the steel stairs.
And he gets set back into the ring. Bang! He's finding himself in some territory he does not want to be in.
Been holding strong for so long throughout this fatal four-way.
Whip back into the ring.
Spear! Breaker might happen.
That might have done it. This could be it. 2 count.
Well, there may be no escape.
Hoist it up high here.
Sent into the stick.
Shoulders down. Does he have it? A kick out at 2.
What a match. Oh, that startles Johnny. These two showing how well they know each other.
What is this?
Obviously thinking the competition is a waste of time.
He's got him here. He's got him up.
And sidewalk slam. And now we're getting an up-close and personal view of this fight.
Jumping cutter.
Hey, that's my water bottle. Here with his opponent draped over his shoulders. C4.
Makes the cover.
What in the world? Breaker just shattering expectations. Still ready for more after all that.
And it's going to take composure now. Could just need one more big move.
Left hook in the mush.
He answers right back. And we are. Oh, a nice backslide. Pinning combination. Contact broken. Picked up and being carried around now. Oh! Braun Breaker setting him up for the military press.
The military press into the power slam.
Can Kid Wilson find the strength to kick out? Meanwhile, we see Breaker. Oh, a double kick combination.
These two
Incredible. Just shoulder down. Could this be it?
He's able to end the pin count there. Ooh, well measured.
Oh, Gargano's been busted open.
Now Breaker into the cover. This could do it. Oh, one step ahead there.
Forced down. And that was a clear attack to his
Earth-shattering.
That could ground kick for good.
Wasting no time. Shoulders are down.
Big win in a fatal four-way.
Here is your winner, Braun Breaker.
What an amazing match, especially for our winner.
Pulling out all the stops in this fatal four-way.
All four competitors in this match gave everything they had.
But there can only be one winner in the end, and you are looking at them.
And it is now time for our ECW Championship match. Gunther, the champion, versus the challenger, Trick Williams. As all of the other matches are simulated, but this will be also be simulated as well. And who gets the victory in this championship bout? And Gunther retains his ECW championship. And it's time for our main event. And much like with the opener, which was also a fatal four-way, but that was on the men's side, and this time it's going to be on the women's side. Rhea Ripley from ECW, Ivy Nile from SmackDown, Nia Jax from Raw, and Isla Dawn from NXT. As these four talented and skilled women will face each other in the main event under fatal four-way rules, under false count anywhere rules as well. And let's get into the action right now.
The nightmare is real. Here comes Rhea Ripley.
Unchecked aggression in the women's division.
The following is a fatal four-way falls count anywhere match. Making her way to the ring from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley was betrayed and then booted out of the Judgment Day.
Indeed, Rhea lost everything, but now has a new purpose.
But look at the WWE Universe. They're all behind Rhea Ripley now because they know that she got done dirty.
Well, Ripley's ready to stand on her own again.
Ripley seems more than happy to get things started.
The pit bull is
And
here.
her opponents, first, representing American-made from Knoxville, Tennessee, the WWE Women's Champion, Ivy Nile.
You know, Ivy Nile's not the biggest woman around, but Nile has honed her body into a finely tuned weapon.
Ivy Nile definitely has that dog in her.
Almost unmatched tenacity and a deep desire to win.
I cannot wait to see Ivy Nile compete.
The irresistible force.
And from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
The self-proclaimed baddest human in all of WWE.
Nia Jax has turned the entire women's division upside down since her return. And it's an uphill battle for any competitor to prove otherwise.
With a smile on her face and destruction on her mind. It is absolutely impossible to plan against an opponent the size of Nia Jax.
Nia Jax looks to be in a bad mood, and I'm pretty sure she's going to take it out on her opponent.
The unholy enchantress, Isla Dawn.
A superstar who claims to be guided by spirits.
And representing the unholy union from Glasgow, Scotland, Isla Dawn.
Dawn boasts over a decade of wrestling experience. She came up in the UK independent scene.
And Dawn has a background in kickboxing and dance, which allows her to meld grace with athleticism. And she's pretty scary, too.
Yeah, she's just as dangerous physically as she is mentally.
A tag specialist and multiple-time tag team champion, but just as dangerous on her own.
Was part of the first ever Mae Young Classic, but got eliminated first round. She's become even more vicious and dangerous since.
Because she's singularly focused and willing to do whatever it takes to get what she wants.
Let's get things going in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Taken down. Nicely done.
Raising the shoulder.
Too early in the match to end it.
And that stops whatever Dawn intended. Dawn with a nice turnaround.
Russian leg sweep. Oh, drop kick.
Launched right out of the ring. What a way to get out of that one. Looks like it's over the pin early. Quick kick out from her there.
The ref barely started the count.
Boom. And she quickly turned that around.
It's incredible the inventiveness we are seeing on display here.
Point of the elbow, nailed it.
This is a situation you want to avoid. What are they going to do? Oh, look at this. Look at this.
What goes up must come down, and it sure as hell did right there. Well-placed elbow drop.
She might need to regroup.
Jax might have just made a big opportunity for herself.
What a shot by Nia Jax. Ooh.
Focused attack on the leg. And again in the other direction.
Kicks to the cranium of their opponent.
That's telling your opponent, you don't deserve to share this stage with me. Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skip going to the gym today.
Torture rack submission.
It's a torture rack.
This is agony.
She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see.
Put the brakes on now.
Countering each other again and again. Good kick right to the gut.
Right suplex.
Ivy Nile has to avoid that kind of offense if she wants to be in this match.
A vicious attack by Ripley, putting that wicked streak to work.
Working on the arm.
Rhea Ripley with the...
Disgusting behavior. There was no respect shown there.
Ripley with an emphatic statement, ending the 3 count.
Meanwhile, Jax.
Looking to put an end to this.
Snap piledriver.
She's getting fired up, ready to show her opponent.
Wait a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in.
Submission locked in. She's holding on with Ed.
Breaking the hold there.
Ripcord.
Oh my goodness, nasty line.
Taking things to the top rope. From the top.
Piercing elbow.
Oh, look at this. Showing off with a big flex. And then a kick to the back. Dawn's defense is being whittled down.
Dawn's being systematically worked on.
Attacking the arm.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Targeting the throat there.
Forcing her right out of the ring. Ooh. Oh, goodness! Wasn't expecting a kick to the face. Inverted DDT.
And the action is getting a little too close to the cover here.
Down to the count. She might end it here.
Kicks out after 1.
Her iron will on display for the world to see.
Nia avoids contact.
Oh, gets blasted into the steel steps.
Nia Jax, so powerful. So dominant. Oh, man. That looks like it hurts.
She's looking winded now. Maybe now.
Muscle all the way up.
Is hope fading? Is this how the night? And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back. Oh, my God.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps. Nia Jax is just begging for a fight.
I'm all for getting in the head of your opponent, but there's a point where she has to lock up.
Oh, shot to the jaw. Oof. Firm control.
Big boot.
Rhea Ripley.
Muscle up her opponent for riptide.
Does that finish IBO?
Oh, a kick out. How in the world? Can somebody tell me what it's going to take to put her away?
Oh, God, drilled right into the post.
Oh, colliding with a barricade. This could be the end for Ripley. No, she kicks out.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
Not a good spot to be in.
My goodness!
And then look at that! Oh, I mean, here we go. Leg drop DDT. Face first.
Ooh, that caught with a punch to the face. One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch.
An elbow will break that up.
This was a headbutt. Yokes up their opponent.
Sidewalk slam delivered.
Oh. Meanwhile, here's Rhea Ripley.
Scoop slam.
She's been pushed past her limit here.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer a good defense will even matter at this point. Boom!
Oh, grabbing the arms and just rapid stops. And another just non-stop aggression.
Jax was a big punch.
What a counter.
Inverted face
After a memorable fatal four-way, here is our winner.
All these women were determined to win it all. This thing was really anyone's match.